Event is starting. Hello, guys. Welcome to On the Block. We are here with Ori from Season 3 of King of the Nerds. Thank you for coming out and being our guest, our first guest of the season. So you're going to have to kick it off right, Ori.
Yeah.
It'll be a pleasure.
Yeah, you got the hat rock, and I'm already loving it. Spencer, how's it going, man? Long time no see. We haven't done this for a while, but we're back in the saddle.
It's nice to be back, and sorry, Jacob, Thomas, and Todd. Go fuck
guys,
yourselves. We
welcome
couldn't
to
get around
the
to y'all. No, not really. Go fuck yourselves, but
Yeah.
we'll probably have to do a redo and catch up with those guys later. So
Yeah. But yeah, whatever. We're here with the king. We're here with Ori, the warrior. I mean, where do we start? I want to talk about that. Like the whole year, the code. Let's just jump right into it. I don't know what Spencer, you're a little bit better at leading this whole train wreck, but the code is something that I want to know about so badly.
The Knights Code.
The Knights Code. I want to know what that is. Can I join? Where do I apply? Like, this sounds awesome.
All right, so the Knight's Code. Knight is sworn to valor. Their heart knows only virtue. Their blade defends the helpless. Their might upholds the weak. Their word speaks only truth. Their actions show respect. Their honor is unquestionable. Their loyalty knows no bounds, and their wrath undoes the wicked.
That is awesome.
That is the Knight's Code. It is based on the code from Dragonheart, with some stuff added in to make it more Dagger here relevant, which is the LARP that I'm in.
Okay.
So if you want to be in it, you have to be a part of Dagger here. I don't think that's an official requirement, but I doubt you. It's not.
Is it something that I can just live by every single day? Is it something that I can just
that is actually pretty easy. Just follow the code, and you can basically be a Knight of Archondrath easily.
How did you get into LARPing? Like, let's just get started into like.
I got a lot of LARPing questions.
Where did you?
Where did your nerd taking off the hat?
Yeah. How did you get into nerddom? How did you get into like just like this whole idea, this whole space of nerddom? I guess is the best way to describe it.
Well, first, I've always been into math and science, so that was kind of the first step into the nerddom, or at least nerd culture.
Yeah.
And then I just had a lot of nerd friends who got me into stuff. But so I loved Batman.
Yeah, absolutely.
Watched the animated series since I was a little kid. Oh my gosh, that was
so good.
The best thing.
It's so good. How old are you?
I am 22 years old.
Okay, so you're right around the same age as me. Like, we grew up the same, like, watching Batman every, like, Saturday. Oh, so good. That show was just phenomenal.
Toonami, let's not forget that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball, Gundam, Cowboy Bebop. Oh my gosh, so much great stuff.
Yeah.
I'm older than you fucks. All I had was goddamn Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck.
No, you had like He-Man and stuff.
I had like He-Man and G.I. Joe.
Exactly.
He-Man!
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
G.I. Joe.
And let's not forget you had Thundercats.
Oh, dude, that was my fucking favorite.
It was my favorite
Thundercats
too.
is the
I was
shit.
with you there.
Thundercats is the shit. Yeah, I keep waiting for them to make a movie, Thundercats movie, which would be.
Did you
badass.
like the reboot animated series?
I didn't watch the reboot.
It was actually pretty good. It was very Avatar: The Last Bender-esque.
Okay.
Not the best, but definitely not as super cheesy as the original show, which is not nostalgia-bringing.
Like Thundercats and Transformers and He-Man, like that was all really to sell toys, so it was obviously going to be super cheeseball. Like once they realized that people like this shit, and then they like redo it, they can make it a little deeper and cooler. But are you an anime fan?
He talked about it on the show. Remember, he's like what is it? You're an Oni. I don't remember. I don't know all the. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know anything about it.
The edited Japanese, but otaku literally means nerd in Japanese.
Okay.
And an American who calls himself an otaku means just anime nerd.
Well, then, like, why when they, like, show you... I guess it's just, like, not to confuse people, but, like, you're known as just the LARPer. Like, they don't give you, like, all your subcategories.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Problem is, you have... Like, when I actually applied for the show, I branded myself as the LARPer. Because,
smart.
I put the rest of my nerd cred into into my application, but my video was my LARPing stuff.
Okay.
That's super smart. So you went. So you like. How did you find out about King of the Nerds? Did you watch the previous season? Let's start from like casting process. Where did you get into King of the Nerds, or how?
All right. So LARPing. I never watched the show before. I heard about it, but I was never really into reality TV. So I actually heard this from my LARPing group. My commander. I'm part of a unit. Whenever I say commander, people think I'm in the army, which is a little weird.
That's great.
But yeah, my commander or commandant of my LARPing unit said, "Hey guys, there's a people are looking for LARPers in King of the Nerds," and he actually suggested me just because I was around the same right age, and I definitely have a interesting personality for TV.
Yeah, you definitely pop.
So first time I applied was actually last year, and I actually tried to apply at a LARPing campout. Like for problem was I couldn't get Wi-Fi connection in time.
Okay.
So yeah, lesson learned: you cannot get internet connection at a LARPing campout.
Did you?
It's a little ironic.
After you did you watch that season then? Did you watch the second season?
No.
Oh really? You just wanted to apply, but you didn't watch it.
I actually had some sour grapes about them not at least getting back to me, so I actually watch it.
Because I'm kind of curious. I want to know how you think you would have done on season 2 instead of season 3. You know?
Oh man, after I sent them this year's, it was a lot better because I actually had time to do it.
Yeah.
I sent it in, and I got a call back, and I was just really shocked, and like my hand was shaking while I was talking to the person. She realized I was nervous because it was a surprise, so she said she'll tell me back, watch the show, and bring piss and vinegar, which I didn't know what that meant.
You were like, "Oh my god, I've got to bring piss and vinegar."
They're gonna
so
test my piss?
I brought some vinegar to the Skype interview just for shits and giggles.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's how you get cast, though, you know.
I also brought my bunny panda costume, but I forgot to bring it to the actual show, which made me sad. But yeah, because I know the chicken panda joke, I marathoned King of the Nerds. I watched all of season 1, which I loved. I kind of rage quit after episode 4 of season 2, for the same reason most people probably rage quit. Zach, he's actually a very, very nice guy.
He seems
we've talked to Zach.
Yeah, we've interviewed Zach. He seemed great. He was awesome for the show. I loved him on the show. Like, I thought he was entertaining.
Honestly, Ori, I think that if it wasn't for Zach in season 2, that there wouldn't have been a season 3. Like, he brought the fucking drama, and like he was what everybody was talking about during season 2.
Yeah, I just wanted him to leave every single episode, and they just wouldn't kick him out.
And then he just kept going. Yeah, so good.
Yeah, I kind of rage. I love the guy, but on the show he was a monster.
Yeah, he was like the villain. He was obviously like the villain, and like me and Spence are like kind of well versed in the reality TV scope of things. So like I love the villains. You know, I root for the villains and stuff like that. It's like bad as that is, you know.
You rooted for Todd then?
Oh, I kind of wanted to see.
I felt bad for Todd, dude.
Yeah.
I like Todd. I thought he was a cool fucker. And
you and me both, buddy.
Yeah.
Dude, oh yeah, I know. Like I've got in my notes here that like you started getting a pretty good edit during that episode because you were the only ones that wanted to help Todd study.
Yeah.
Actually, Heather pushed me to help him study because I don't know him well enough. I only knew him for well, not sure if I'm allowed to say.
Okay.
But 3 weeks.
Yeah. Yeah, sure.
So I kind of I didn't know if he was angry or just super confident and cocky.
Yeah.
So Heather told me, "Here's a drink. Go help him study." So I like filled up a mug of Coke, and went to him and gave him as much information I could from my semester of taking Greek myth freshman year.
Yeah.
How many of those questions did you know? Like, speaking of that, like eviction, like obviously you had to have known the Prometheus one.
Oh yeah, Prometheus one was obvious.
That was frustrating.
That made me really sad. And
yeah.
he actually took like a good 2 or 3 minutes when he did that, or maybe longer.
Yeah.
And I was just
dying to want to answer it. Yeah, I bet that was
just
brutal.
felt so bad for him.
Yeah.
But I knew I was guessing either the globe. You actually hear me said that's what I would have chosen.
Yeah,
It was either the globe, but then I saw the horse was like obvious from not the Odyssey, the Iliad.
Yeah.
I forgot the second question.
Dionysus.
Yeah,
Dionysus.
which I would have never gotten that one.
I wouldn't have gotten the masks either. I would have gone with like the goblet, like thinking it was like wine type thing.
Yeah, that was a tough one.
I would have. Yeah, it's wine. He's
Hardy grapes. Yeah,
Hardy's,
debauchery.
Hardy's and debauchery.
Yeah.
Alcohol.
That's about it. It's like, what else?
And theater.
See, the theater I've never related with Dionysus.
Yeah,
I don't know why.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I guess I don't know.
I mean, if I'd had to study it for a nerd off, I probably would have picked that up from remembering.
Yeah.
Colby would have told.
But yeah,
Colby was actually mad. Colby was disappointed in himself. He didn't actually say that to Caitlin because he knew the answer. He just forgot to tell her.
Really? Yeah. And can you talk about when they give you like the little rundowns, or like, so you're going into the nerd off, here's like your little study packet. Can you tell us like what's kind of in the study packet? Like
depends. For my nerd off, I only got a laptop.
You got so it's just like research as much as you can on the internet.
Yeah,
as fast as you can.
Is there any guidelines at all? Because that's so fucking broad.
All right, so mine was manga, anime, and kaiju. So I got the first two down. I was not worried at all. Kaiju, as much as it seemed in the edit, and even though my studying didn't matter at all, I studied my ass off, learning as much about Godzilla and kaiju as I could.
Yeah.
And Thomas went through so much Godzilla. He knew so much about Godzilla. It was crazy.
So is it kind of a crapshoot?
It's entirely a crapshoot.
Yeah.
Entirely a crapshoot.
So let's see. Episode 2 was riddles. I think they gave Caitlin and Thomas a riddle book and a laptop and laptops and like access to computers.
That would have been so fucking hard for me. I mean,
for Todd and Caitlin for the last one, they gave them books, 2 books, like
encyclopedias?
20 pages. No, 20-page book for like kids on.
It's like the broad strokes of every sort of. That's crazy.
But that's what they were asking. So I mean, like that seems like that'd be the best one to get.
Yeah.
Because you got a very narrowed field. Other than like, here's a laptop. Go to the internet and look up. You'd be like, what in the fuck?
Yeah.
I am so pissed off at mine. They didn't tell me what the challenge was until I got there. So they told us. So they told us all I got was nerds throughout history.
Yeah.
So I never would have guessed Mary Shelley.
Yeah.
Shit. Nerds of yore. Yeah, exactly. Like you're ever gonna fucking.
That threw me off. That's why I got only 2 right the first time.
Well, that seemed like tough. Like that seemed like a crazy one, especially
and
like.
I was against the history teacher Jeopardy
exactly.
champion.
The dude knows how to answer a question.
Were you fucking intimidated by going against Colby? I would have been
you did not see my Twitter post when they said it was a history challenge. Do you know the musical Spring Awakening?
Is that the one that's... yeah, I think I might actually.
There's a song in it called You're Fucked. And I posted that on Twitter.
That's great. Well, it's like the dude knows how to answer questions. He knows how to like reasonably deduce pretty much any answer like really quickly. Like that's his job. Like that's how he made money. It's like, holy shit. I gotta throw out some rims.
Plus he knows history. Like, it would have been me and him on the anime challenge.
Yeah,
I had a really good chance of beating.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Because he does the 3 facts method. When he does studying. And he wouldn't have gone unless he knows Dragon Ball Z, he wouldn't have gotten the Dragon Ball Z question.
Yeah.
I don't think he would have gone. He probably would have gotten Power Rangers. Because he got Power Rangers.
I got Rita Repulsa. Yeah, I knew.
Yeah. I loved that your first challenge. I thought that was so awesome. You just like start smoking through those questions, just like I know everything. Fuck this. So good.
Fun fact: you missed. There was one question that was not there. it was a Robotech question. Because
Okay.
do you guys know Robotech at all?
Not at all.
Okay, then you don't know the answer to the question.
I didn't know the Dragon Ball Z answer. I didn't know that one.
Well, it's actually Jacob was right on that. It was more Dragon Ball.
Okay.
Unless you count the time between Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z where he lived alone, which.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's kind of easy to know he lived with a turtle. Because he's the turtle hermit and he lives on Turtle Island.
Yeah,
Okay.
pretty dead giveaway. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, I think I remember a talking turtle, so that was my answer.
That was
That's
pretty good.
And I actually didn't remember the Power Rangers one until they said the answer. I was like, duh,
Yeah.
she was literally in the opening opening
Crazy.
shot.
Yeah. Rita Repulsa. So good.
I've got some game questions to ask you. Okay. Do you think that there's some hindsight right now with Secret Six, like you know about the Secret Six and everything. When you got voted in the first Nerd Off, do you think that was obviously, it seemed to us from the edit, a direct result of your joke to Heather about not hearing her?
No, that was me being a lot less useful. Like what Heather said, I was seemingly doing jack shit diddly.
Mhm.
Okay, so basically your lack of participation during the Rube Goldberg machine, yeah, quote unquote.
So she
that's
pretty
what
much
got you-
she pretty much used that as like, all right, this is how we're gonna use this excuse to try to go after you.
Oh, and also, let me actually nip this in the butt. I said the comment. I made that bad joke. She ranted. She forgave me. We moved on.
Sure.
Yeah, it seemed like it squashed pretty early. Like it didn't seem like they didn't bring it up in the edit after that. Like we have been around controversy when it comes to TV. Like we know, like you got off pretty nicely. And I think even like when Colby said last night, where it's like, yeah, you might have said some stuff, but like there's never been any malice. Like you seem like a good-hearted dude. Where
Absolutely.
it's like, there's nothing I think that anyone can say like, oh, blah, blah, blah. Like go fuck
dude,
off.
Just like with Todd in this fucking game, like Lily and Heather driving me fucking crazy right now because it's just fucking waterworks. It's just bullshit. Like any excuse. Oh, we're getting bullied for being.
But game-wise,
mean to us.
it
But
makes sense.
game-wise, they're in a fucking secret alliance that's doing that. Nothing that either of y'all could have done, you or Todd, would have gotten you on the ends. So like. They set up a structure that they're defending by acting like their feelings get hurt, when really the structure's set up to move y'all out of the house no matter what y'all do, even if you're fucking angels.
It's a justification system, so that it's like you don't have to be like the Secret Six. You have to be like, oh well, he said something that upset my feelings. Well, like it's a whole justification. Then it's like, okay, well, it's easier to boot this person out. No one's gonna care. It's I don't know. I think it's smart gameplay as much as it drives me nuts. Like I think it's smart gameplay, and it's pretty. I love watching this season, and the fact that there is the Secret Six, there is an alliance, makes me believe that King of the Nerds could be something insane. Like the next season after this season, people are gonna go in and be like, I want an alliance, and it's just gonna get crazier and crazier, and the gameplay is just gonna get up and up, and I'm loving it. I don't know.
That's why I was hoping for it to be like that this time, so I could look at all the groups and try to weave around them like an actual Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
And that was what I was thinking was going on. I was trying to do, but apparently, that's why I failed and had to vote myself into the Nerd Off. It was like, fuck,
which I thought was awesome.
To work with me.
Yeah.
It was awesome. Did voting yourself the Nerd Off, do you regret that now? I mean, the deck was stacked against you anyway.
Yeah,
there was literally no point to vote.
Anyone else. You just make an enemy. You make an enemy. Anyone you vote for, you just make an enemy.
Yeah.
Like, it just makes sense.
Yeah, you go in, you win, you didn't hurt anybody's fucking feelings, and you're still there. But,
Also, a little thing for people to understand who have not been voted into the Nerd Off. Have you ever seen yourself, like, your name voted in over and over again? That is painful.
Yeah, Spencer knows a little bit about that.
Little bit, but I actually kept telling people when I was talking to them, guys, if you can't help me, I'm just going to vote myself in.
Yeah.
But I want you to try to get me out of this situation against Colby. Please. And it never worked out.
Yeah.
And I graciously accepted defeat.
Absolutely. I
That-
like
you-
that.
you
That
were-
attitude is just
You
awesome.
and Colby were cool, man.
Yeah.
That was a good challenge. I mean, and you buzzed in first. You know,
I buzzed in first because he was going to buzz in.
Exactly.
That's it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh yeah. Colby seems like a fucking cool dude. So
So Heather, if you ever get Heather, she will go on and on about it. So with Amanda and other people. So there's two sides of Colby. There is school teacher Colby,
okay.
was like, I'm not gonna take any of your sass and silliness. And then there's full Colby, as we like to
Full
say,
Colby.
when he gets fun-loving, crazy,
Fun.
like I forget the specific type of barbecue chips, but he told a story about how they were going out of sale, and he was just so excited to try to grab as many as he can. And
That's really
things like
funny.
that. Also, like we call Full Colby when he goes Jeopardy champion, cocky bastard.
Sweet.
Yeah,
Because that is
sounds
Full
cool.
Colby when his eyebrow is raised and things like that.
He's-
It's a treat to see him when he gets really into it, having a lot of fun. Especially he enjoyed this challenge
Yeah.
so
That's
much,
great.
and it broke his heart that he put his heart and soul into those lyrics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
It seemed like it. It seemed like
It's
he was
it's similar
in it.
to Lily,
When,
and the cosplay challenge.
Yeah.
But Colby takes it a lot harder. Lily just Lily cries just so that she can deal with the emotions and move on.
Yeah.
And Colby just takes it too hard and kind of just gets sad by it. Like we
Yeah.
try, yeah.
Interesting.
I can't wait to talk to him and ask him about barbecue chips going on sale and hearing him tell the story about going to the fucking store to get a bunch of these barbecue chips. That's really funny.
It was like a specific. I think it was Doritos something or Lay's. I forget which. Smokehouse barbecue chips or something like that. I forget the exact name.
Well, that's gonna be a funny story to ask him. I hope we don't ask him for a while though. I like Colby. Honestly, dude. I'm rooting for now that you're gone and Todd's gone. I'm rooting, and obviously you can't tell me anything, so don't even like indicate with facial expression.
Yeah.
I
I
don't
was
want you.
gonna say whoever has to go against Colby has an uphill battle.
Oh yeah, I would
Absolutely.
think so, dude.
Yeah, he seems
Yeah,
like a front runner.
I want like Caitlin and Colby. That's who I'm fucking rooting for right now.
Wait,
I can get-
Caitlin is that super smart girl that kept on going into the challenges?
Yeah,
I like
Dr. Caitlin's back.
Dr. Caitlin.
I like her because she seems like she's such a boss where she's like, I don't care about any people here. I don't have any emotions. She seems like a narcissist running through the game, which is something
Yeah,
I
yeah.
love to watch. I like
She's
that
kind of the
so much.
female version of Zach right now.
Yeah, kind of,
Well,
but like with more sense, of course.
She's definitely she's there to win.
Yeah.
She's focusing on winning.
Yeah.
And
I like it. I love watching it.
And then this last episode, she's starting to finally try to form an alliance. I mean,
Well,
she did.
I did
was
not
it
know that
Jonathan, Rochelle, and Colby is who she wants in the alliance, I think.
That was
And-
like she might figure it out. She might figure it out.
Well,
like, let's go, baby. I'll sell
and then
Jack.
fucking Jonathan, he's like, "Oh, I'm in two alliances. What could go wrong here?" It's like you obviously don't watch these fucking shows, bro, because that sounds like the recipe for disaster. Is being
you
spread.
didn't hear what he said. He said he was in separate alliances and he can't wait to stab one in the back.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
yeah,
So
yeah.
he's waiting. He thinks very. He seems like he's been thinking really hard on these things.
Yeah.
Like whether
Which
to
side?
help me out,
Yeah.
whether to be with Caitlyn, whether to stay in the Secret Six. He's
Well-
thinking this very difficultly, and
Do you know
Well,
like
he's got to be thinking some way, because honestly, him and Ben are going to be fucked if it did get down to the Secret Six, which I don't believe it possibly can. Then you've got Heather, Amanda, Rochelle, and Lily.
That's
It's going
the
to be
numbers
fucking girl
game.
power, and it's
Yeah.
going to run off Jonathan and Ben. So he's got to fucking do something.
I
he's
can't
gotta
remember
be
how the
smart
end
about
game
it.
works though. I can't remember how like the middle game, like how the voting changes. Does everyone get onto the same team at some point? I'm guessing. Merge.
Let's see. The last two seasons.
Yeah.
It's seventh episode is when alliances break.
Okay, so it's like then it's like one big
Once you-
team. Or
So
team.
I'm seeing that I didn't last long enough to get to there.
Mhm.
I don't actually know what exactly happens. Well,
Okay.
I can.
Don't even talk
Spoil-
about it. Don't even talk about it.
spoiler
Yeah, don't
alert.
even talk
Spoiler
about it.
alert.
Don't even talk about it. But do you know?
Hey, we're- Go ahead,
Do you
McCrae.
know, like, if any of your other, like, I can't remember what you guys call them, house guests or whatever, if any of your, did any of them watch any sort of, like, reality TV before they went in, Survivors and stuff like that, Big Brother, just because, it was that a frightening notion? Did anyone talk about that ever?
Like Survivor and things.
Yeah,
Not
just
really.
like, okay.
Heather is obsessed with bug juice, and when we were working, she just kept talking about it.
That's so good.
And apparently, the camera girl, as we called her, camera girl, even though, please, I haven't got her name right. Her name is Sarah.
Okay.
And she was a camera girl for bug juice. So she went ballistic and kept asking her questions,
That's
breaking the fourth wall at the time. But yeah.
That's awesome.
That's
awesome.
Requires every significant other to watch bug juice. So,
did you is there, like, now that we're wrapping it up, what else did you see on the show so far that made you be like, oh, I didn't know that happened? Like you said with that alliance thing happening, is there anything else that you saw that you were like, I didn't know that was going on?
I didn't quite realize how useless people thought I was.
Yeah.
Did you get home and your girlfriend was like, God damn it, Ori, I told you, you never clean shit up, you don't do anything. This is finally bit your ass.
Not something like that, but that is kind of bad. Also, I did not realize they would put in the GT comment. Like, Dragon Ball GT is fucking bullshit.
That was awesome. That was
good.
so good.
I was so happy that got in there.
Super cool.
funny.
That was a good edit. I like that.
But one of the things I actually want to say, I told Colby this right after he eliminated me, and I go to him, all right, you got to do one thing for me now that you've eliminated me.
Yeah.
Get me George Takei's autograph.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did he do it?
I know you can't tell us if he did or not.
Yeah,
he can't tell us.
Oh, man.
Come on.
That would imply a whole lot.
Well, I mean, I think George Takei was on the first season, maybe. I know he was on the second season. I knew he was on the second season.
First season, second season.
You can safely assume that he's gonna be on the third season. You can safely assume. Yeah. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed.
Please, George Takei. Please, George Takei.
Why you
doing
got
that every time there was a guest.
Why you have those fingers up? Let's go ahead and fucking double bird to fucking Moby for being a huge asshole. Fuck
Moby,
that asshole,
Moby,
man.
please do our podcast.
Dude, he had a fucking hard on for you, bro. He's like, you don't do this, and you don't know all this shit I know with this fucking.
Even though he was wrong about the prune juice.
Yeah, Worf is the only one that drinks prune juice.
We got another Trekkie.
Yeah, even I fucking know that.
I didn't know that. It was a really good lyric that we wanted to put in there, and they had to do it for me because no one else was really a Trekkie.
I wish you'd have been like, they drink Moby's tears before they go into battle, you fucking piece of shit. So.
Whale semen, I should have thought that.
Yeah, they pump out of Moby's stomach.
Yeah.
So, man, I thought he was a dick. I hope they don't have him back as a judge next time.
No. But to be devil's advocate, I appreciated the fact that, like, you haven't seen any judges that have been just fucking assholes. Like, you need that Simon Cowell. Every show needs a dickhead.
Not for this show.
I think you need it. I feel so bad. He was such a dick, but I think you need that. Like, I liked it. I didn't like. Yeah, I don't know.
I enjoyed that he tried to give criticism. His criticism was stupid.
Yeah. The thing about it is, like, when you're making a TV show, you need the dickhead because everyone's gonna be like, "Oh, that dickhead," like that's why Simon Cowell works. Like,
yeah, but Simon Cowell's on every fucking episode.
He's also has a really
judge.
He's got a lot of money.
Simon's also just smart.
Yeah,
like
of course.
Actually has a good opinion. He just has a higher standard.
Yeah, I'm not.
Moby thinks that quantum physics is needed to talk about Newton's laws of motion.
Yeah. Kiss my ass, Moby.
No, but it's like, I understood what he was talking about, but it was like, we are doing mechanics, so we don't need to hypothesize. We're not trying to go into the quantum world.
I bet the producers were like, fucking, please, like, rake him over the coals a little bit. Like, the producers had to have been like, because, I don't know.
Oh, and
Moby's a fucking dream crusher. Jesus Christ.
Also, you missed me laughing my ass off when Jonathan covered Heather's mouth.
Yeah.
I did like that Heather was trying to, like, stand up for you a little bit.
That was cool.
She's a firecracker.
Yeah, she is.
Best way to describe her.
Yeah. Hey, let's get into a little bit of the politics that they haven't shown on TV right quick. Like, what are some odd relationships in Nerdvana that kind of dictate some things in the game?
Let's see. Amanda.
Okay.
So that was definitely a thing. Ben and Lily are a little bit of a thing. Ben and Amanda are really chummy. I didn't. And after that, I only kind of had an idea where the alliance is going on.
Okay, just by who's being real fucking grins and giggles with each other and stuff. Okay.
Yeah. And Jonathan really was just a friends with everybody, so that was difficult.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Jonathan's married too, right?
Yep.
Weird.
Amanda's married with
Yeah.
two
Kids.
Yeah.
Like, to me, King of the Nerd's not a show that married people with kids go on.
Amanda is 24 married with kids, so it's a little weird. It's just
yeah. She's
yeah.
God bless. Hey, she is one of the hottest on the season, though. That's a fact. And hey, how hot was Lisa Loeb in person, by the way?
She was pretty.
That's cool.
Not my type, but she definitely was an attractive lady for most girls.
Yeah.
Guys.
And girls. Yeah.
Whatever.
No.
Did you get to? Do you get to spend any time at all with the judges after the fact, or they just fucking?
So after the only time we actually talked. So let's see, episode 1 after the results, we were waiting to get into Nerdvana, and one of the guy who does the Rube Goldberg machines for OK Go came and talked to us for a little bit.
That's cool.
But for 2 or 3 minutes before he left, he told us about how many times it usually takes to do a Rube Goldberg machine.
Yeah.
He talks about hundreds, which is why I was so happy we only had
like 2 times.
2 failures.
Yeah.
2 failures for
that guy was probably like the most interesting guy. I would love to talk to that guy just because I love that kind of shit. Like that guy would have been really interesting to talk to.
I'm an engineer. I would have loved talking with him,
yeah.
and I just wish he had appreciated our style to fit the team name.
Yeah.
But his reasoning for why he chose it was good. I just didn't really like his I just wish he had opened his mind to a little bit of a different direction. But whatever.
You wish you would have won?
Yeah. Basically. But episode 2, they actually looked at our costumes up and close.
Oh, really?
They got to, which makes me really sad because our costumes are shitty and theirs were amazing. So
how long is it to do that stuff? Are you that kind of person? You like to LARP, so you obviously like to play and stuff like that.
I make my own weapons. I don't make my own costumes. I buy them online.
But how was it to be acting and making up this thing and be like, oh la la, that's the yeah.
Well, Spice Constable.
That stuff would always be tough for me. Even this rapping or this music one, it's oh man, it's so cringeworthy, you know.
Oh man, I was stuttering a little bit when I was doing my initial lines.
Yeah.
I was so ready. I was doing my little waddle thing, or I took 30 seconds for me to do that because I was going nice and slow, being perfectly in character. So I'm a little used to being in character for LARP.
Yeah.
So it was so fun doing that. I took the glasses off. I spin. I did the ting. It was great.
That's cool.
That was great.
I think it was closed captioning. It was called fake spittoon noise. It was
and super good.
The minute I shouted the Space Constable, I heard my voice and I saw them, and I got a little nervous.
Yeah.
It was like, oh my gosh.
Ooh.
But once I got into the sword play, that is my territory, and I just did have to. I just all shaking ended. It was great.
Yeah, that one seemed good. I thought that you were acting great and you won over the judges and shit. I thought that was awesome.
I think Jonathan is still the favorite, but I am so happy with my character.
Yeah.
And Jonathan spent hours helping me with my Texan accent.
Oh, really?
Make it barely acceptable.
That's funny.
That's great.
That's funny.
And
I basically a voice coach.
Yeah, he was a great voice. And I worked I couldn't work on the costume, so once they figured out the character, I was just told, you go in the corner,
Just
practice
practice.
your scooting, and talk in an accent the entire day, and I was like, okay.
All right. That sounds
I also
bad.
did add a little cool thing to Jonathan's costume. I added, like, as all the LEDs and a switch and a battery
Oh, that's
to
cool.
his costume, so when it turned on, the lights would go on and then switch off. So every time
sweet.
you hear the boop boop boop, you actually hear the switch and the light goes on. But
That's cool.
the LED wasn't bright enough
For them to capture it on the camera.
or for the judges to probably see it,
I see.
which makes me sad.
But they did get to see it up close.
Yeah.
That's
Also, so when I say my choreography is a secret weapon, there's also another secret weapon, Amanda's flute. When Amanda brings out her flute, you can hear Rachel in the background. At least I could say, "Oh shit!"
It's like the flute's gonna win it. That's it. Game over.
That was beautiful. I wish you could see the whole skit, both of them.
Yes.
Like as much as like the Hula skit wasn't like the most interesting or the coolest. They had some really cool fake special effects, and it was definitely felt like you were watching an episode of Star Trek. Like
That sounds awesome.
the original series. A little slow, strong morals, and one of the worst episodes of it, but still a good episode. And ours was hilarious. They said this. It was slow pace, super slow pace, but it was just non-stop jokes. Jonathan and Colby were working so hard on it.
I want to see them put. I wish they would like put that up on like TBS, or like something.
Like on TBS.com.
Bother them about it.
Bother them. Everyone listening.
I love my performance so much, and also my favorite two of my favorite lines were missing from there. One is when Dr. Windows ME has like converted the robot. It was like, now no one will ever make fun of Dr. Windows ME again.
Yeah.
And another one was the fight was about to start between me and Jonathan, the sword fight. So he pulls his sword out and goes, sorry, only weapons have advanced over thousands of years, where they go faster than the speed of light. Why are we using such primitive technology? And I go,
that's a good line.
Clearly, you need to download some more anime knowledge. And Yaya Hog went ballistic.
That's great. Yeah. How long did they give you to like practice for that stuff? Like, how long was the audition time?
We had 24 hours to make a script and costumes.
Okay.
We focused on the script, and they focused on the costumes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And I also memorized my lines before anyone else because I needed to show that I was being serious.
Yeah. Smart.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Well, Ori, is there anything else that you want to include in this? I know you've got bad weather up there. Weather's across the fucking country, and you got a snowball fight you want to get to.
Oh, yeah. We're trying to break a world record for biggest snowball fight. So let's go.
That sounds fun.
Not officially,
let's
because
go.
Not officially, because there's no Guinness judge, but whatever.
Yeah,
we'll
unofficially,
brag about
baby.
Brag about it, yeah.
So I guess follow me on Twitter at Pickle King, or my Facebook fan page, The One Pickle King, and I might have thrown the pickle, I might have not.
And Bobby? Hell yeah. That's awesome.
That's so good.
So, hey, before you get off, are Bobby and Curtis cool as fuck?
Curtis is amazing. Bobby is definitely a quiet guy.
Well, Bobby barely has fucking 2 lines per episode anyway.
Yeah.
That is Bobby. Quiet, but always has that good one-liner in there.
Yeah, that's great.
Cool, man. Right on.
Awesome. Well, thank you, man, for doing this for us.
For your time.
Yeah, thank you so much.
No problem.
We loved watching you, man. We loved watching you.
Take care.
It was a great, and we look forward to seeing you on future episodes, hopefully, if there's...
All-Stars, baby.
Yeah, hell yeah.
That's what I'm hoping for.
Yeah, hell yeah. All right, thank you very much, Ori. It's been good. Thank you, everyone, for watching, and go send Ori your love, and everyone have a fun time. I don't know.
And fuck Moby.
And fuck Moby. That's
Yeah.
what you take away from this episode. Go fuck
Yeah,
Moby.
fuck Moby.
Tell him how much you hate him.
Especially with Colby's interview, you'll probably get that.
Yeah, sweet. All right, take care, man.
Take care.
Bless. Bye. All right, guys. Thank you again for watching. We hope you enjoyed. This is our first of many on the blocks. I cut off Spencer, but oh well. Thanks, guys, again for watching. So hit us up on YouTube on the block. I'm at McCrae Chum. Spencer is at Spencer B. Clausen on Twitter. Go do that. Go subscribe, like, favorite, all that stuff. Hit me up on twitch.tv/chumlord. I'm always there. You can ask me anything you want about King of the Nerds, Big Brother, anything. So, all right, guys. Take care. Have fun. God bless, and goodbye.